Walking sims don't appeal to everyone, especially more impatient gamers. But for folks after a good story, Gone Home might just scratch that narrative itch. It's slow and methodical, and its individual elements don't feel all that impressive. Put them all together though, and you're left with an experience that's rich and slow burning, with only a couple of smaller issues overall. Gone Home is a first-person exploration game that first came out in 2013. While it's been out on pretty much every other platform, it's taken a good while to come to mobile. Playing as Katie, you arrive home after a year travelling to find the house empty and your family gone. After letting yourself in, you need to figure out what happened to your younger sister, Sam, and your mother and father, by exploring the house and piecing together different clues. There are cassette tapes, letters, notes, and smaller details scattered around desks, shoved in bookcases, and hidden in drawers. Interacting with specific objects trigger voice-over narratives from Sam as she describes her school life and a new friend that she's made. We won't spoil anything here, but there's a lot to wade through and plenty of revelatory moments to enjoy. The game only lasts for just over an hour, but it's an incredibly atmospheric 60 minutes. Throughout the whole experience, it almost feels like a horror game, like a monster is just waiting to pop out at you from the shadows. Gone Home knows the power that its environment has. Every slightly spooky newspaper clipping, every creak and would-be footstep you hear in your headphones, the storm that's raging on outside, its use of lighting, everything works together to make you feel like you're doing more than just walking about a house. That wonderful atmosphere does lessen a bit after you've gotten used to it, and once you're accustomed to the clinks and clanks of the old house, you're left to focus on the story alone. You have to assemble the narrative bits yourself, and your mileage will vary depending on your taste. Performance-wise on an iPad Pro, it runs really well, with a tiny bit of jittering every now and again, and it's surprisingly easy to access all the buttons. Occasionally the look control is a bit overly sensitive and can run wild, but we did like the ability to tap the touchscreen to grab an object and then rotate it with your finger as if you're actually holding it in real life. Our only major concern is how the game plays on iPhone. On iPad it felt very comfortable with decent sized text, but you need to do a bit of zooming and squinting when playing on smaller devices, especially in the game's darker areas. Gone Home is an interesting game with twists and turns that you might not see coming. Short as it is, it's a good story, and encourages you to explore and builds its creepy atmosphere with clever use of lighting and sound. If you've not played it yet, now is a pretty good time to do so. Just make sure you've got a quiet place, you won't be interrupted, and you've got your headphones on.